Okay, Pisces, the Karmic, who's got a tie to a Karmic and to the devil. Now, who's married to the Empress? This is very interesting. Now that everything's all said and done and everything's been illuminated, now you want to beg for forgiveness. You want to surrender everything that you have left to get your life back. Everything left that you have, you want to surrender that to move back home and for everything to be bygones and be back with the Empress. This is very interesting. Your father disowned you, so you have no connection to him. He has no connection to this case whatsoever. You got disowned. So this would be up to the ancestors of your blood and of the Empress's blood. It's up to the council, and then it goes to the higher ups, the ancestors, okay? There were terms and conditions while you were married that you never fulfilled any of that fulfillment, your lessons of being married. You continuously put material items in front of your wife to the point where she was living off of peas and carrots and you were stealing government money now to feed yourself. You were going out to eat every single day, mind you, and then coming home and eating off of government stamps. So, because your hours got cut. So you were starving her. You shut down the bank account, so you had no access. The minute you shut that down, you forfeited your rights to her income. Okay, you don't get that back. You don't get that back. Nobody's going to agree to that to go back when all of her money went to your cars. That will not be happening. You never put her first. You blatantly said more than once, you don't need it. You don't go anywhere. Talking to her like a child. You even had help in the house to help pay for the bills and get caught up on everything. And you still spent the money on yourself on cars. So those avenues are closed. What do you have left? What do you have left? You, throughout history, have given your inheritance to your brother. That's an ongoing thing with you, thinking that you're going to keep it in the family somehow when your brother disowned you. And then somehow you got to tie back with your mom with the house again because you're down there living with her when throughout history you die at the age between 42 and 45 of a heart attack. So once again, you're on your last thread here and you're begging for forgiveness because nothing worked out for you. You have no heir to the throne. What exactly do you want? We're very confused because you got everything that you want. You left the Empress. You got out of your estate. I mean, you're the one that keeps refusing the offers. The Empress clearly told you never, always accept the first offer. You rejected it. Okay, that was that. That was her. That was the offer. That was it. She left. It's out of her control. Okay. That was the offer. Once it gets presented on the table, okay, the council, that was your offer. You rejected it. She left. Okay, she's not going to sit there and keep wiping your ass. I mean, your mom might wipe your ass, but the Empress is not going to wipe your ass. And then you continuously, all the money that you've wasted on storage, instead of building back up with the Empress or your house, all that money you've wasted on stuff that you do not touch. You just throw that money away to nothing. I mean, just throwing it in the black hole, putting it in someone else's pocket who's absolutely doing nothing for you is not acceptable. You don't have anything to offer. You don't have a savings. You have nothing. You have your name. It's not even a signature. Your name is on a loan maybe or something. Whenever you signed it with that date, all you were was agreeing to pay that loan. So now you're at a debt with that bloodline. So you don't have any ties with that bloodline, okay? You agree to that debt because of your signature. it all falls down with that loan that she took out against the house. Okay, so you shot yourself in the foot with that. You stole money, you stole property, anything else. Now you got a karmic tie to the devil and a karmic tie tied to a karmic. Now we can see you being confused about the karmic tie with her to get the door open, but you still said yes to the devil. And why did you sacrifice the Empress? Not once, but twice you tried doing this now. Why? You need to answer why. Nobody cares that you ran away and did what you did in the shadows. Nobody cares about that, okay? You want to be a scumbag, that's on you. That's what you're feeling. Yeah, your marriage. Your higher level commitment to yourself and to God, which you don't have anymore because you've been disowned. Why should we keep you just because you're sacrificing a bunch of imaginary stuff that means nothing to us in heaven? Why should we forgive you? Why did you sacrifice the Empress? Not once, but twice. Now you have nothing to offer. You don't even have a job. You have your marriage, which is a piece of paper anymore. Oh, your blood that we can't use because you're tainted, and you belong to the devil right now. Not accepting the truth. You never accept the truth. Your wife didn't make you happy. You did this all for some kind of power control, going back to your past. The truth already came into you. You don't want to believe it. You don't want to see it. You don't want to accept it. Everybody's moved forward from this. Okay. Well, yeah, you can get a job. We know that. But that doesn't excuse you from the debt and everything else that still needs done at the house. I mean, all the money that you waste at storage could have went into carpet and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. So, yeah, you've been cut out. I mean, what exactly? You kept putting the Empress in competition, talking to people behind her back, talking to people right in front of her back, inviting people to a funeral. I mean, how disgraceful is that, a funeral? One of your mistresses. I mean, that was just barf in the mouth. You want to say you have a house and that this is still a relationship and a commitment, this piece of paper from society. You've humiliated the Empress. And you just keep saying that this is what you want. You'll give up the competition. You'll toss the third party. All you want is your Empress back. And you're putting everything on the will. And you want to choose the light. Now that you're all out of powers and dark and God disowned you. Now you want to go through the doorway to light. Now. Yeah, you learned all your lessons and you're sorry. Wow, buddy. Wow. This is all over sex. Because you wanted to have sex with other people. You started all this magic. Oh, real nice. Emperor and Empress on the board. Been unfulfilled success, though. You romanced too many people behind her back. And the Empress is reflecting on what she has accomplished on her own without you. And there's been a completion on here. So now you're in regret. I mean, every time she's tried to talk to you, you've been very, very, very rude to her. So you're in a dark night of the soul and you put a divine block on this. You agreed to the divine block. Now you coffined yourself. Nothing in, nothing out. You did that to yourself because you didn't want her to know all the people that you've been having sex with. And you did this all because of money. Well, that's interesting. And now you're up all night crying because you lost everything. Absolutely everything. Your dignity, your willpower, your connection with God. You really didn't lose your lessons. They're all right here. Piled up on you, burden. All right. You don't want to tell us why. We'll just dig it out of you. Why did he want to sacrifice? Yeah, for money. That's it. Just for money. He did this all for money. Oh. Anything else, please, Father? Anything else? Yeah, he has work. He can come up north and work, and he's having a tower over this. Yeah, you're tied to a peasant, to a to, and she's got one of your coins now. So you have nothing to offer to the Empress, and there's been a completion here. Sorry. You have a karmic tie now, so whatever you're trying to offer is going to her because you made a commitment with the devil. And that was the lesson in this. So, take care.